Hello and good evening and welcome to the Tea Time vlogcast with me. I'm Varun. The show is called Tea Time purely because I play for a local club here, and besides the love of the game, which I do have, I play because of the love of tea time. I love visiting different grounds in the UK, playing there, and also having their lovely tea and meeting new people. I mean, that's what cricket is all about. Is you get to know new people, you make new friends, and you enjoy the sport. It's a very exciting time, purely because India is starting another series, a home series that too, with England. And I mean, I still have a bit of hangover, even though my face looks like I have an alcohol hangover. I don't. It's an hangover from the Australia victory. What a series and what a win that was. That's historic, epic proportions. But as a lot of our cricketers have been telling us, that's in the past now, and we have to stay in the present. And the present is that this team is taking steps towards greatness. Australia was the first one. Winning at home will be the second. The World Test Championship will be the third, and then there's England away, which will be the fourth. If we are able to win these four milestones, of which Australia we already conquered, I think our team will be close to one of the great teams of all times, including the Australian team and the West Indian team. And then it'll give us enough confidence to go back to South Africa, where we were also quite close to go back this time and win, and then to go to New Zealand, which is sort of been a kryptonite for us. So I think it's going to be a really exciting year. Um, I'm in lockdown here in London, but the cricket is what's keeping everyone here going, and me and my friends are super excited to look at this series. Um, so let's see a few. Let's cover a few wider themes. I don't want to talk about player averages and player statistics, but I just want to cover a few of the wider themes between India and England. The first one I want to talk about is England's prioritization of this series. So, a lot has been made about their rotation policy. Um, Key players are going to be rested. Butler goes back after the first test. Bairstow is going to miss a couple of tests. Their fast bowlers are always rotated. So, you'll see Anderson probably playing 2 out of the 4 tests. Anderson and Broad together only probably one test, which is going to be the pink ball test. So it's very interesting. However, it's clear that England have decided to prioritize the India Test series a bit lower on the scale than the Ashes later in the year and the World T20 Championship, which, even though there is a lot of criticism, I think is quite fair, because when England look at this series, they look here and say, okay, we've probably not got the best spinners to win us this Indian series, so let's prioritize it a bit lower. We have the best white ball cricketers available now, so let's try and win the World T20. And when we go to Australia, we've got a potent fast bowling attack and a good batting unit, so we can probably beat them in Australia in the Ashes. So I think that's why they've prioritized this a little bit lesser than the other series that they're going to play, which is completely fair. I do look at this series, however, as a wider series, just a 3 match series, because the pink ball is a totally different format. I mean, we have solid fast bowling battery for the pink ball game. However, I think it's a totally different game, different conditions, different tactics. So I think that as a test series, it's going to be a 3 match test series, which I'm sure the team wants to win 3-0. That's going to be their core aim. Um, of course, I'm pretty sure they're not thinking too much about the World Test Championship. They just want to win this one 3-0, and then win the pink ball test, or win this test series 4-0, whichever way you guys see it, and then go from there. In terms of the teams, I mean, India, the top six just pick themselves. Really, there's not much debate on it. Although Mayank Agarwal, I really do feel bad for him. He's been tremendous for us over the last couple of years, but he misses out purely because Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill have done quite well in the last couple of games that they've been together. And then of course it's Pujara, Kohli, Rahane, and Pant again just pick themselves. We've got Bumrah and Ishant again clearly pick themselves a straight tick in the team. So does Ashwin. So you've got 9 out of 11 who are definite starters, and then you've got two options, either to play one all-rounder and a genuine spinner, or to play Washington Sundar and Siraj. So it's going to be interesting what Team India picks. However, I'm not going to go too deep into that because that's been discussed quite a bit. What I do want to talk about, however, is like I said, this is just a step towards greatness by this India team. I think they are going to win this series quite comfortably. Even though Joe Root is scoring really, really well, he's playing spin extremely well, but I don't think they have been really tested in Sri Lanka with a quality bowling attack. I think the Sri Lankan bowling attack was, no disrespect to them, but um, at a level much lower than the Indian bowling unit. Uh, how should England go about this series? I think that's also quite an interesting topic of discussion. Would love to hear your view on it in the comments if you guys see the video. But I really do think they should go with their strengths. They should not try and pick two spinners because having Don Bess and Jack Leach is not going to help. I think it's actually going to help the Indians who play spin really well, especially Pujara who averages the most against spin. I think their core strength is their seam bowling. They should go with that. They should have all three fast bowlers playing. So Jofra plays every game. I think he's going to be the key person for them. Then it's going to be Broad or Anderson playing the game other than the pink ball when they will both play, and then they need a third seamer along with Ben Stokes, who's obviously the fourth option, and Jack Leach as the fifth bowler because he is a really good spinner. So yeah, I'm extremely excited about this series. I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow, get my coffee, and then watch this game through and through, and then try and come back with the day's report at the end of the day, just something that I observe and that I think about the game, and would love to hear what you guys feel as well. So yeah, thank you very much, and see you tomorrow.